If you guys are looking to pick up any MSP or PSN cards, make sure to check out thegamekeys.co.uk. Or if FIFA coins are more your thing, check out justfifacoins.com. You can use the code Japes to get yourself a 5% discount on their instant delivery. What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome to a quick little squad tour / instruction video for my two favorite formations. So I've been getting asked a lot what instructions I run for my favorite formations. And I think instructions are, of course, incredibly important, so I'd highly recommend you using them. This squad you'll have seen before from my previous squad video, but it is my top rated squad, I think, or my top squad that I have at the moment. Oops. So we're going to go back in there. I'm not going to swap squads yet, but we are going to go to instructions. So for 3-5-2, there are a couple things that you could do differently that I think would be effective pending your playstyle. Now, you guys will know that if you play a two-striker attacking mid-set, you can play really ping-pongy and very counter-attack happy. So you could set, your attacking mid to stay forward and then have your two strikers get in behind, and you're going to be it's going to be more of a counter-happy play quick formation than the way I kind of use it. So this is the way I use it. I want both of my strikers to stay central because I want each of them marked up on, or not marked up, but each of them isolated on one of their center backs, and I'll show you why in a second. So my attacking mid, everything's balanced. I want him to stay in position because I want him to stay behind my two strikers and essentially just provide support and be looking for that killer pass to play either of my front men or my outside mids in. And this is why. So I think this is where the formation gets a little bit more unique to the way I want to play it. I keep both of my left mid and my right mid on stay wide and get in behind. And now the reason for that is because I want them isolated on the outside back. So the way this formation ends up playing out is I have my three defenders, my two CDMs, my attacking mid, and then I have my outside mids and my strikers isolated on their entire defense. When you get into the actual attack and end up kind of holding possession of the ball. If you're playing on the counter, it's just not going to matter one way or another, so I wouldn't even worry about doing it that way. But then you can work possession side to side, play back through your CDMs, play to your attacking mid, and then you have all of a sudden these four isolated options. And I'm confident enough that if I get these players isolated, I'm going to be able to take advantage of them. So I'd encourage you to play with this and try it. But like I said, if you play a different kind of counter-ish happy style, there are going to be some better options for you. You can tell these guys to stay back if you want, and they're going to almost play like wingbacks. So you've definitely got options with the 3-5-2. But all in all, I think it's a good formation. I think these instructions are good for it. My two CDMs, of course, all I run on them ever in a two CDM set are cut passing lanes and stay back while attacking, because frankly, I do not want them getting forward and kind of clustering what I've got going on in the attack. Now, my Fatal Squad, shout out to you guys for some awesome support in this series so far. I'm looking forward to the playoffs, though I've got to bye in the first round because my opponent for the playoffs decided to not continue. So I'm going to go through and look at everybody else's squads for a video and give you guys kind of my predictions, my thoughts on how they went about building them and how they turned out for a video coming up early this week instead. So these are the instructions that we run. You guys will be familiar with this if you've tuned into my Path to Power. I keep stay central on my striker and then balance. I played with get in behind. I find I like strikers that kind of drop in sometimes to get involved in build-up play. And then all of my attacking mids, it's going to be balanced, or basic balanced and free form. Because I want them to run around, do their thing, pop up in spots that they think are good, and create opportunities to feed the ball to my striker or drag players out of position, create space in behind. Generally, you want players that have good. I've really become high on some of the mental aspects or mental statistics in FIFA this year. I really think that they do provide an important boost to your players. So we have, of course, Yaya and Chiellini will have won by a landslide, so they are in this squad right now. And actually, I think I got a pretty sweet deal on some of these. Maybe not on Vidal, but on Chiellini, I picked him up for like 169, so I was quite pleased with that. And I think these two are just fantastic. I think I'll go more into Vidal a little bit later on, especially, but let's see, what was this? This was originally going to be a Yaya Toure, Philipp Lahm squad, but it turned into me determined to figure out how to play this formation because I love the 4-2-3-1, but I can't, and I want to use left mids and right mids in this formation, but I can't get it to play the way I want. So I'll have to come back to that once I figure out which instructions kind of work well for me. SPBGT. Oh, slowest possible Brazilian gold team. So I picked a formation that I like. I'm sure you could get it a little bit slower. I was going to do this for kind of a fun one-off squad builder, and then I was like, would they like that? I was going to go in and try to terrorize the champion shield. So if that's something that you guys want to see, by all means, let me know, and I'll give you some of the gameplay, because I wanted to highlight some players that you don't see really used that often, and that's a lot of the players that lack a good bit of pace. So of course there are some legends in here from Path to Power, you know, Ronaldinho, Hernandez. Obviously I'm fond of both of them, but like Luizao and Danilo and Fernando, and actually Ederson's quite good, are players that you don't see used too often. So we've got 3-5 tests. I think this is my New Year's, yes, this is the New Year's Cup squad. Be sure to go on, except for Art of Terrain, because I packed this bad boy recently. So be sure to go check out that video if you want to see tons of gameplay on the squad. Really nice squad, played well. I am not overly fond of these three as a backline pairing though, but it'll be the same instructions as the squad before. And finally, this is tier 1 CDM. So this is Inform Lam and Inform Vidal. I think are in the absolute top tier of CDMs on this game. No questions about it. Of course, you could use them as CMs, or you could even use Vidal as an attacking mid, and I'm sure you'd have success with that as well. But when it comes to CDMs that fit and do a really good job, I think these two are just unbelievable. And if you guys ever want me to do a tier list where I go through and kind of talk about which players are, I don't know, maybe do like 5 tiers, 5 players in a tier, something like that, go through for different positions within different formations, or I don't know, something like that could be fun, because I got lots of opinions on lots of different players at this point, and it'd be something that I'd be happy to talk about. But that's where we're going to come to a close of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, a like or thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. The support has been amazing, and it really does indeed help me out, so thank you all very much for that. Other than that, we've got one more ep coming out later today. We'll have the Fatal Squad stuff probably out tomorrow with an episode of Path to Power, so be sure to tune in. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.